everybody, it's Todd Prescott. Welcome to day 7. Boy, oh boy, is December ever flying by, isn't it? So today we're going to look at something a little different, a collectible item that some of you have and others are looking for. We are going to be looking at something that the Royal Canadian Mint minted in 2011. They actually minted 3 Canadian Mythical Creatures coins, as they call them. And we're looking at the Sasquatch one, of course. It was 2011. They issued a 25-cent coin that you'll see eventually is quite a bit larger than an American or Canadian quarter. It's my understanding, too, that the coin is in circulation, which means that you can use it as currency. In Canada, at least. I can honestly say I've never seen one in circulation. Only have ever seen them in plastic in the packs. Let's take a look at the front of the pack that you see in front of you, and you can see a beautiful art piece of Sasquatch. You can see the coin there. Of course, it says Canada, 25 cents, 2011, and there is some artwork of a Sasquatch. We're looking at the Sasquatch from a bird's eye view, and the Sasquatch is looking up at us, strangely enough. And you can see the date there, 2011, and it says Canadian Mythical Creatures. They even took the consideration to add a little footprint on the tab, although the footprint looks more human than anything else. Does not resemble what we normally see as Sasquatch footprints or alleged Sasquatch footprints. Let's flip over the pack and take a look at what it says in the back. And I'm going to have to put on my glasses to read this. So at the top it says, Myth or Missing Link. A mighty ape-man has haunted forest lore for hundreds of years. In Asia, he's known as Yeti. In the western United States, he is Bigfoot. And in the wild mountain forests of the Yukon, British Columbia, and even northern Ontario, he is Sasquatch, pronounced Sasquatch. For those who don't know, both Ontario and British Columbia are Canadian provinces, and the Yukon is a Canadian territory. Now, continuing. Though we don't know much about our Canadian ape man, there are lots of people who claim to have seen him or his massive footprints. They say he stands more than 3 meters, 10 feet, tall, and weighs 277 kilos, 500 pounds. He's also described as hairy, strong, stinky, and very fast. Is Sasquatch just a myth? His size is very close to that of a bear standing on its hind legs. Could Sasquatch really be a bear mistaken for an ape man? Other experts suggest Sasquatch is something more amazing, the descendant of a species we thought was extinct, like Gigantopithecus, an enormous ape. Nobody has ever found Sasquatch remains or caught a live Sasquatch, so for now, there's no way to know whether he is real. Whatever you believe, be sure to keep your eyes open the next time you find yourself alone in the woods. And on the back there's the French translation, because in Canada we have 2 official languages, English and French. You can see, because we're part of the Commonwealth, that the back of the coin has a silhouette of Queen Elizabeth II. Let's take a look at some scale here, so you have an idea, if you don't have one of these coins already, what the size of the coin is. I believe it's same size or close to the size of a Canadian silver dollar. I may be mistaken about that. It's been a while since I've seen one of those. But you can see I put an American quarter and a Canadian quarter beside the Sasquatch 25-cent coin. And you can see that it's quite a bit larger than both. The Canadian Mint does have a web page dedicated to the Sasquatch mythical coin. However, it doesn't seem entirely complete, or at least it wasn't loading entirely for me when I accessed it. But I'll just tell you and show you what's written on that web page as it is now. And by the way, it looks like they're not selling them anymore. They're archived, as they're calling it. So whatever's out there is what's available. They don't have anymore. At least that's the appearance I got from reading their webpage. It starts with giving you sort of a headline that says, first issue in the 3 coin series, a terrific collectible for kids of all ages. Oh boy. Only kids? Uh-oh. And it then goes on to say, highlights. Children of all ages will be captivated by this large colored coin and its mysterious theme. It's presented in a full-color folder that tells the fascinating story of Sasquatch and includes a pull-out map showing where it was last seen. Let the intrigue begin. Ooh, I guess I gotta open it up and take a look at the map. It's been a while since I've opened this up, but I'll do that a little later. Coin design. A surprising aerial perspective of Sasquatch walking among snow-covered trees, leaving behind a trail of large footprints in the snow. Tracking a mysterious creature from Canada's north. Is Sasquatch myth or missing link? First Nations legends abound with haunting tales of a giant, human-like creature lurking in the mountain forests of Canada's Yukon, British Columbia, and Northern Ontario. By the way, there are Sasquatch reports from every Canadian province and territory. They are not alone. In Asia, people claim to have seen Yeti, and in the western United States, witnesses describe a very similar Bigfoot, a very fast, very hairy, and strong ape-man walking on 2 feet, as big as a bear standing on its hind legs, they say. Sasquatch is reputed to stand about 3 meters, 10 feet tall, and weigh 227 kilograms, 500 pounds. And looking at the huge footprints it leaves behind, believers say the truth can't be far off. What do you think? And they have a specifications blurb, and I don't know if there's anything we really want to look at that. It has the weight, diameter, face value, things like that. Maybe it's important to mention the artists. Emily S. Damstra did the reverse, and Susanna Blunt did the obverse. Let's open this sucker up and take a look inside. Where the footprint is, the very human-like looking footprint is, you pull that out to the right and you see a map. It's showing the Rocky Mountains and the Pacific Ocean. You can clearly see what they're referring to as the mountains, those A-frames, and what look like rivers. I'm not sure what those little circular things are. Perhaps lakes. Or are they representing where alleged sightings occurred? I'm not sure. When you flip it over, you see on the back, on the pullout, you may find him in the silent mountains of the west, watching in stillness from behind the forest mists. Sasquatch. It's really a very well done package. A little kiddish, but still, the art is fantastic. The coin looks amazing. I remember when these came out 10 years ago. I thought to myself, $24.95 for a 25-cent coin. I didn't buy one right away. I just thought it was ridiculously high priced. But now, they are collector items. Certainly worth every cent and more. Haha. So that's day 7. Sasquatch, the Canadian Mythical Creatures coin from 2011. They're getting more and more difficult to find. So happy hunting.
Please support this channel by subscribing and leaving comments. Stay well, stay safe. Here's wishing each and every one of you a wonderful holiday season. Merry Squatchmas, everyone!